Like, the entire time I'm watching this, I'm just thinking, like, this woman killed her dog, this woman killed her dog, this woman killed her dog. I know it's not disqualifying. I know that someone killing their dog shouldn't be, like, the main thing that I'm focused on. And, like, there's so many other things to focus on. Like, she's disqualified, she's a puppet. We're gonna focus on the fact that she's a puppet. But first, I just need... Guys, she killed her dog. I have a pit bull, and he's bitten me before. And never once have I ever thought, has it ever crossed my mind, I need to put down my dog for attacking a chicken when he's a dog? Guys, she shot her dog and she wrote a book about it. And in the book, she says, like, Cricket was the dog's name. Cricket was pure joy. Cricket got so excited when she saw all of the chickens. She was just bursting with excitement. And she's running around and she just killed one of them. And she also happened to nip me a little bit, and that's when I realized I had to put her down. What? Don't kill your dog. And she killed a goat. RFK with his bear. Kristi Noem with her dog. What the fuck is up with these people? We're not focusing on the fact that she killed her dog today. We're gonna talk about how she is unqualified, how she is a Trump enabler, and how she is a puppet for Stephen Miller and Tom Noem. Both of which are not in Senate confirmed positions, both of which have simply been appointed by Donald Trump, probably because they would not have gotten past a Senate confirmation, which is what he's doing. He's putting all of these people that are good on camera, that are good for sales purposes in the front, so that he can stock up the back with all of his sketchy people from the Heritage Foundation and affiliates and whatnot. And so I was so excited to see Senator Kim explicitly directly ask her about this.
Thank you, Chairman. Governor, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming before our committee. I wanted to just ask you not just about your work, but how it's going to fit into the broader incoming Trump administration. And in particular, I guess I'm uncertain about roles and responsibilities regarding your position and Tom Homan's. I guess I just want to ask you just point blank, like, who's going to be in charge of the border?
Well, the president will be in charge of the border. It's a national security issue, and the president...
That was like none of the options provided, but okay.
...is in charge of this country and has made a promise to the American people, and we will fulfill his agenda.
Well, that was a good answer. It's the answer I would have given as well, but I guess I got confused. When Trump made the announcement about Tom Homan, he said, quote, I'm pleased to announce that Tom Homan, and said that he's in charge of our nation's borders. Mm-hmm. So I guess, again, I'd just like to go back to you. How are you going to work with Mr. Homan? What is the division there? I'm trying to get a better sense of who's in charge.
Yeah, Tom Homan is an incredible human being who has over 30 years of experience.
Incredible experience.
Yeah,
I get
at the
that.
border,
I'm just trying to think through
the insight and wisdom.
Decision-making process when it comes to your work. For instance, will he be giving orders directly to CBP, ICE, USCIS?
Tom Homan has a direct line to the president. He is an advisor to the president, the border czar. I obviously will be, if nominated and confirmed, and put into the position of being the Department of Homeland Security Secretary and responsible for the authorities that we have and the actions that we take.
I wish that I had like a word map of everything that Republicans say, because like it would be so scrambled. It would be so scrambled and I get headaches every time they speak. The question was, is you or Tom Homan going to be in charge of the border? The answer, Donald Trump is in charge of the border. Follow up. Okay, so Donald Trump has said that Tom Homan is going to be in charge of the border. So now is Tom Homan in charge of the border? Answer, Tom Homan has a direct line to Donald Trump. I understand that. So is Tom Homan in charge of the border? Answer, I will be working very closely with Tom Homan and Donald Trump, but I will resume my positions and my responsibility. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, if you're saying that the border is controlled by Donald Trump and Donald Trump is advised by Tom Homan, who has a direct line to Donald Trump, wouldn't it follow that Tom Homan is the one that is controlling the border and not you? How are you just inserting and squeezing yourself in there? Oh, me and Tom Homan are going to be working very closely together. No, you're going to be following him. You're going to be following his orders because you don't know what you're doing. Her qualifications in her opening statement were, as a governor, I have collected FEMA before, and so I know all of the issues that we have at the border, and I know all of the intricacies of the Department of Homeland Security, and I know all of the different procedures and everything that needs to follow. No, because I'm a governor, because I've worked with FEMA before, I've dealt with Homeland Security, and I know what I'm doing. She's a puppet. She's a puppet, and it's scary because the puppet master is Donald Trump, but the guy behind her, Tom Homan, right? Border czar, which is now an official cabinet position, I guess. For what reason? I don't know. This is the guy that said that he wanted to institute a tip line to catch illegal immigrants. Do you guys understand the implications of having a tip line to catch illegal immigrants. What if we had a tip line to catch all the gays? Like every time I see a man walking down the street with eyeliner, I'm just gonna call, be like, I see one, I spotted one of them. Like, do you get how like there's no way for you to know if that person is actually gay or if that person is actually undocumented, and you're basing it solely off of stereotypes that are degrading, I guess, for lack of a better word. Reductive. I am pleased to announce that former ICE director and stalwart on border control Tom Homan will be joining the Trump administration in charge of our nation's borders, included but not limited to. But likewise, Tom Homan will be in charge of all deportation of illegal aliens back to their country of origin. That sounds like a DHS. That sounds like a Homeland Security type of procedure. If I'm being quite honest, that sounds like it might need ICE, Border Patrol. Maybe, you know, the things that Andy could literally just ask Kristi Noem, is Tom Homan going to be in charge of these? She said no, Donald Trump. Donald Trump says no, Tom Homan. So you see how no one's taking accountability for anything. It's not just the fact that Tom Homan is going to be the one behind her pulling the strings, okay? Anyone can have someone in back of them whispering in their ear telling them what to do, right? But it takes that person actually listening, actually sitting there and following the directions, okay? And Kristi Noem is exactly that person. Just look at the way that she handles Trump right now. After the look at her, that's just gonna be her. That's gonna be her the entire time she's at DHS. She's just gonna be sitting there with her filler. Oh, I hate the fact that I'm attacking her plastic surgery. Donald Trump choosing Kristi Noem makes me not be a feminist. Like, I want to be misogynistic towards her. I want to call her a dumb ditzo bimbo Barbie that doesn't know what she's doing. And I hate that. But that's gonna be her. She's just gonna be sitting there smiling as Donald Trump is just swaying to music, doing whatever fucking lunacy he wants. And she'll just sit there like, yes, whatever you say, of course, Donald Trump, of course. Hard sigh.